And he started climbing down this big hole. And he kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. And it was getting darker and darker and darker and darker. And he's not coming across any treasure. To the extent he's been going down for about, I think, 5 odd minutes, his arms are beginning to ache. And he looks up and he sees, out of all of that excitement, he's gone down quite a bit. He's probably, way off from the top. He doesn't have any more strength left to climb to the top. And he can't see the bottom of the hole. And he's looking down and he thinks, okay, I don't have enough strength to climb back up, so I'm stuck. If I'm going to let go of this rope, I don't know how far down it is, so my bones are going to crash against the stones, so I'm going to die if I have to jump off here, if I have to let go. And he comes to the conclusion, he's like, okay, you know what, I'm going to let go. And he's like, okay, I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 2, 2. Have you ever done it before? It's like 2, 2. Okay, so 3. He lets go. And this is what happens. Boop. And he was this far away from the ground all along. and the whole moral of the story is, when God's asking you to let go of certain things, guys, please trust me when I tell you this. He's already 10 million kilometers ahead. He knows you're only this far away from the ground. Therefore, you can let go. And trust in Him. There's a powerful quote. It says something along the lines of, and I think it was John Wesley, who was a amazing man of God. He said these words. I'm paraphrasing. He said, "Without God, man cannot. Without man, God will not." Let me go again. Without God, man cannot. Without man, God will not. Why? God is a gentleman. If you want to carry on with your own self-effort, He'll be standing there right there by your side. But it's when you share and say, Father, I'm yielding now. I've been going. Because sometimes, listen, and I'm talking about myself here, not you or the person next to you, I'm talking about myself. Sometimes we are so stubborn. It's like we keep on knocking our head against the wall, and we say, I know what I'm doing. No, obviously you don't know what you're doing because you're knocking your head against the wall. You don't know what you're doing. So yield. Just yield. Just surrender. But in our pride, right, in our lack of identity, we try and carry on and carry on and carry on and carry on and carry on. And it was Einstein who said that it is ludicrous to think that you can continue to do the same thing and expect different results. You do it and do it, and God's like, listen, I'm right here. Like that cool story we shared, I think, some time ago about the young boy went on YouTube the one day. He came across this really powerful video of a thing that says 16-year-old builds a tree house with his bare hands. And he was so inspired to go do the same thing. So he went out, got all the tools together, started working. His dad standing there says to him, my son, why are you not using all your strength? And the boy turns around and says, Dad, what do you mean I'm not using all my strength? Like my hands are cut, I'm sunburnt, my neck looks like a polony. What do you mean I'm not using all my strength, Dad? And the dad looked at him and smiled at him and said to him, my boy, the reason why I said you're not using all your strength is because you have not yet asked me to help you. And that's the same with us and God. Like He's standing there. And He's watching us go in circles in the wilderness. And He's like, why won't you just receive this? Like, why won't you take it? Because we are taught by the system of the world that you only get something if you earned it. Which is the complete opposite of grace. Grace you get because you don't deserve it. Because you don't deserve it. But now you are in Christ, and therefore